The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another spectacular Monday night of racing action as OP Racing Premier Superspeedway Series is at Talladega. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and I will be your host for tonight's activities. Jimmy Crow, my normal sidekick, the person who offers up all the driver knowledge. He is on a short vacation. We hope to see him back here very soon with us. But for tonight, y'all are stuck with me, and I can think of a few worse things, but not too many. So thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Hope y'all are strapped in, holding on tight, and ready to go racing here at Talladega for the Talladega 250. It is race number 6 of our 22 race season. Leading up to tonight, we have had 5 different races, 5 different winners, and I fully expect to continue to see that trend, but that repeat winner is just looming around the corner. Who is it going to be here tonight? A lot of fast cars here so far. 34 drivers have signed into the session as we've got just about 1 minute left in practice. So while we take a moment here, and while I have your ear, you guys don't know, Turn 3 Racing Network hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we here at the Turn 3 Racing Network want to thank all of you fans for doing it, because we can't subscribe to ourselves that many times. Hitting 2,000, that is all on you guys, so thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. Everyone here at Turn 3 appreciate it. And we look forward to another 2,000 subscribers. Why not make it all the way up to 5,000? Why not 10,000? You guys are the best fans in the world. Thank you very much for all your support in what we do. So tonight, though, our drivers are going to put on a heck of a show for us here at Monday night. 3 stages at Talladega, 94 laps, the scheduled distance here tonight. Of those 94 laps, we will see 2 cautions, 4 stages. Those stages going to end at lap 20 and lap 40, and then the final stage ends, well, when the checkered flag falls. Speaking of the checkered flag falling, this session is done and over with, and we are going to move right into qualifying. Liberty Fires already coming in with 7.5 cautions. How do you get a half caution, Liberty? I'm asking for a friend. How do you get a half caution? Because I'm confused. I'm confused. Drivers rolling out for qualifying. They will have 10 minutes to lay down their best lap. 2 laps in total, 1 warm-up lap, and then 2 timed laps. And Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 machine, one of the first drivers to roll out of Callahan, Florida. 17, new paint scheme here tonight, and I gotta tell you, kind of sharp. Just a plain white with some black logos, black outline on the number. Nothing wrong with plain. One of the best phrases ever invented was "keep it simple, stupid," and Man, that thing looks sharp. She looks good. The 17 machine of Jimmy Reynolds working his way through the tri-oval and across the start-finish line to begin his first time lap. And we're going to see where these guys end up here in this qualifying session. Hunter Reynolds flashing by the start-finish line as well. He is on his first time lap in that Reynolds Wrap 26 machine, hugging that yellow line. Hunter Reynolds, very capable of putting his car on pole. Quite a few pole positions for this driver throughout his OP career. He is always one to watch for quick time here at the Speedway. The Batmobile Mark Mann 04 machine out on the Speedway. Mark Mann looking to lay down a good qualifying lap as well. '28 machine of Derek Conley doing one lap and shutting it down. So Conley done with his qualifying run very quickly. Hunter Reynolds goes to the top of the board as well, and one lap for him. He is done, but Gabe Butler in the 88 going to top all of them. Gabe Butler moves to the top of the leaderboard. So the 88 machine sat on pole last week, picked up the win last week, and here he is once again in the top spot. We'll see if anyone can knock him off of that position. The 88 machine cruising around, nice gentle lap here. His cool down lap. Peter DeBorgia in the 40 machine. Twitch.tv Mixmaster PJ. If you head over there, tell him KR said hi. Peter DeBorgia, one of our drivers and in-car camera Twitch streamers out of Bel Air, Maryland. He needs to come to the Midwest. A lot better in the Midwest than over there on that side. Maryland's not too bad, but it's still, you know, East Coast, and I'm Midwest, so we can't be friends. That's what I'm getting at. Casey Gilchrist in the 13 machine drops down to the grass, trying to shorten this track up as much as he can. So Gilchrist puts it up in the 12th place. 19 cars have taken a qualifying time. Will Weber in the 68 out of Laurel, Mississippi. 68 machine on the Speedway. Robert Duvendak in the 99 jumps up into the top 5 out of Canton, Ohio. So Doobie in a top 5 starting position. Right now it's Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds, Tyler Miller, Mark Mann, and Robert Duvendak in your top 5. Qualifying coming at you hot and heavy. Logan Helton in the 63 out on track. The kid trying to lay down a flyer of a lap. He is going to drop down to the grass. Logan Helton going to cross the start finish line here in just a moment. We're going to see where he ends up. The 63 goes all the way up to second. Good enough for the front row. Logan Helton with a 54.20 on that qualifying time. Sean Stevens out of Mount Sterling, Ohio. 27 machine. The Wow video tours on that car. I finally asked Sean Stevens what that was, and he does virtual tours on the side along with being a realtor for Key Realty. He does these virtual tours of real estate properties. And there you go. That is his gig. That is his side gig. So check him out. Got some neat stuff going on over there at WOW Virtual Video Tours. John Stevens going to drop down, and everyone taking that very familiar line down along the grass and across the start finish line. Sean Stevens gonna jump up in the 14th spot. 28. Excuse me. 28 cars have taken a qualifying time. Logan asking if they are using the Gen 7 car. No, these are the Xfinity cars. So Sean Stevens in a 14th spot. Dave Hunt in the 53 out of North Lake, Texas. Running that high, wide, and handsome. He's going to come around on his flyer lap here. Next time around, we'll see where he is going to slot in. The 44 of Rodney Cobb, the white and yellow Jags machine. Out on track, down along the yellow line, Rodney Cobb on his flyer lap. The 44 going to flash across the start finish line here. Rodney Cobb up in the 27th spot. Dan Harrington in the 82. Demon Tech 82 over on Twitch. Another one of our in-car cameras you can find tonight. He's going to pull it in. And no time being entered for the 82 of Dan Harrington. The only car out on the track for the moment is the 53 of Dave Hunt. He is going to work across the start finish line, Dave Hunt. And his lap time good enough for 30th. And Liberty Fires giving me a good piece of advice. Make sure I get some water. I do have some water. It is flavored water. It's called Busch Light. So with that being said, guys, and all the cars off the track, we are going to step away for the national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The drivers have taken to the grid, ladies and gentlemen, and that means it is time to go through tonight's starting lineup. On the pole for the second race in a row, Gabe Butler in the 88. Could he pull off another win and become our first repeat winner of the season? Well, we're going to find out in just a little bit. Logan Helton, the kid, on his outside in the 63 machine. Hunter Reynolds and Tyler Miller are going to make up row number 2. Row 3 will be the 04 of Mark Mann and the 99 of Robert Duvendak. Row number 4, Derek Conley in the 28 in his last race before he goes under the knife. Derek, we hope you have a good night here, and we hope your surgery goes well. Josh Milam, his teammate, on his outside. Fuel Sim Racing locking out row number 4. Row 5, Randall Cobb in the 52 and Peter DeBorgia in the 40 machine. Eric Laurie in the 071 and Will Weber going to make up row number 6. Row 7, Cody Ober and Sean Stevens. Row number 8, Jimmy Reynolds and David Booth. Row 9 going to be Casey Gilchrist and Sean McCarrick. Row number 10, Zach Fritch and James Mayer. Row number 11, Daniel Holloway in the 21 and Sean McCara in the 22nd starting spot in that 71 machine. Row 12, Jeffrey Crosby in the 33, Nathan Grounds saying Crosby or bust, and Andy Bergante in the 24th starting spot in the 013 machine. Row number 13, the 62 of Les Levy and David Overstreet, teammates from Checkered Flag Motorsports, then Rodney Cobb and Bob Lacavera representing Buck Wild Racing. Row 15, Mark Vega and Dave Hunt. Row 16, Rick Sebrands and Travis Elliott, drivers who did not qualify, Robert Payne as well as Dan Harrington. And final car on the grid, that is the 25 of Adam Evans. And that is our starting lineup here tonight for race number 6 of 22. Our regular season nearing the halfway point. 16 races in the regular season. 16 drivers going to get locked into playoff contention. A win and you are in type of situation. Gabe Butler picked up the win last week. Starts on pole for the second week in a row. As I said, we're going to find out if he can win 2 races this season, and it starts right here. Logan Helton still looking for his first win this season. The kid is going to be hard to beat here tonight. Each race goes on without a win. He gets more and more determined. So he is going to be a tough one to stay in front of. Be keeping an eye on that 63 all night long. A long wait before the green flag, and away we go. Gabe Butler in the 88. Logan Helton in the 63. Helton with a good run on the outside as everyone tries to get up the speed. Looks like a good smooth start for this entire field. Side by side we go into turn number 1. The 63 on the outside with Tyler Miller in the 24 on his back bumper. Robert Duvendak, third car in the outside lane. Josh Milam says to heck with this outside lane, drops down in front of his teammate Derek Conley. Peter DeBorgia trying to get to the back bumper of the 99. Gabe Butler in the 88 has the advantage through the corner, but that 63, if he can keep that 26 pinched down, is going to have a whole lot of momentum on the front stretch as they come off of turn number 4. Our opening lap almost complete. Everyone jockeying for position. But give this lap to the 88 of Gabe Butler. The 44 of Rodney Cobb joining the race. He is now 1 lap down, but he is out there and he's going to have a good chance of getting back on the lead lap. So Butler in the 88 machine has the advantage for the moment. Logan Helton, a little bit of wiggle, big wiggle from Logan Helton. He holds on to it. Tyler Miller trying to give him the last little shove before they send it off into turn number 3. And Logan Helton got a little bit crossed up there, but holds on to it. Stage 1 going to end at the completion of lap 20. Cody Eldred up in the booth for race control here tonight, as he has been all season long. Eldred will throw the caution for the end of the stage. He will also be the one that confirms stage winners for me when they are too close to call. So now Logan Helton in the 63 with a ton of momentum off of turn number 2. Noses ahead, but cannot clear the 88. Gabe working that inside lane, going to have the advantage through 3 and 4, and comes out of turn number 4 with the race lead. But Logan Helton going to work his way back forward. Don't count him out just yet. Everyone stacked up 2 by 2 right now. Travis Elliott in the 51 machine right now has the fastest lap. Last time around, he was the only driver below the 50-second timer. He hit a 49.99. The 51 of Travis Elliott holding on to the fastest lap for the moment. That is going to change throughout this race, I guarantee it. We have not seen the fastest lap just yet, but for the moment, Travis Elliott holding on to that fast lap. And 51 machine deep in the field started without a qualifying time, up 5 positions already. Les Levy just ahead of him. Dave Hunt and Mark Vega looked like they were going to try and start going 3 wide, and Vega taking a peek to the outside already here very early for the 18 machine. But Mark Vega is one that loves to be in that third lane no matter what's going on, so not a surprise to see the 18 try and take this 3 wide. Vega already trying to gain ground in that third lane. Heck, why not? Start warming that lane up, get the area cleaned off, lay down some fast laps and move forward. And green flag pit stops already underway. Several cars on the pit road. Hunter Reynolds, Derek Conley, Josh Milam, and Jimmy Reynolds, FSR, pitting as a group on lap number 6. Logan Helton staying out, Gabe Butler staying out, everyone staying out so far, but 4 cars have hit pit road. So a little bit of strategy already coming into play. Take a quick look at our race info here for tonight. After watching 5 races so far this season, I gotta say, it is time to start hanging it all out. In a win and you're in situation, why not start going for it? We've had 5 races, 5 different winners. Gabe Butler peels off for pit lane. Several other cars coming as well. 1 fast repair available here tonight, and drivers can get about 17 laps on fuel. It is going to be a unique strategy here in stage 1 as everyone is coming down pit road very early. Rick Seabrand's in the 4, falling back a little bit here. Mark Mann, your new race leader. Mark Mann had a great qualifying run. Buford 013 gonna shave his beard if Crosby wins tonight. So now I don't know if I should cheer for Crosby or not, because if it's a beautiful beard, it's gonna be a thing to miss. 04 of Mark Mann out in front. Mark Vega and Dave Hunt still working that outside line together. They have not split up. Will Weber in the 68. working the middle lane, and Mark Vega all the way to the front of the field by using that third lane. 17 laps of fuel for our drivers. So Mark Vega looks like he is going to try and carry himself all the way to the front. FSR did pit as a group. Peter DeBorgia on pit road by himself. He is on his second pit stop, so problems for Peter DeBorgia. He has gone a lap down. Vega and Hunt falling back just a little bit. Bob Lacavera in the 5 trying to get to the back bumper of the 53. Will Weber in the 68 battling for the race lead with the 04 Markman. Empire Motorsports versus Alliance Motorsports in that front position. A few more cars peeling off. That includes your race leader of Markman. He hits pit road. Logan Helton on pit road. Daniel Holloway almost getting into the back of his teammate. And now it's Tyler Miller and Mark Vega out in front. Vega's still in that third lane. He has not dropped down, and now he moves down to the middle. Weber has to get on the binders just a little bit. That breaks up the momentum of the 68. Top 11 cars have not been on pit road yet. 11th car right here in this group, that is the 12 machine of Zach Fritsch. Fritchie, another one of our Twitch streamers. You want to go on board with the 12 machine, you can stop on by, and if you do, tell him KR sent you. Give him a hard time. Blow up his chat, whatever you want to do, but the 12 machine right now, 11th car, last car in this lead pack, but don't count him out just yet. Don't count out the drivers who have hit pit road. We got a lot of different strategies, and they're going to have to play out. We ride on board with the 12 machine. Looking out the back of the 24, Tyler Miller. He has Robert Duvendak on his back bumper. Bob Lacavera to his outside of Doobie. Sean McCarrick in the 50 machine right there as well. Jeffrey Crosby peeking on the 99. Crosby in line here down on the bottom lane. Liberty letting me know that Peter DeBorgia had a spin on pit road. Thank you very much for that update. That has put him 2 laps down. DeBorgia 2 laps down along with Rodney Cobb in the 44. Both those drivers off the lead lap pace here, but not out of this race just yet. A lot of racing to go here tonight. Anything can still happen. Mark Vega out in front in the 18 machine, gets a little bit of a bump from the 24, Tyler Miller. Settles the car back down, gets back in line. Of the cars who have pitted, let's check in on them. Mark Mann battling with the 28 of Derek Conley. Logan Helton in the 63 right there, as well as the 26. Down this long Talladega super stretch we go, and the 04 working his way. Sean McCarrick, Mark Vega pull on to pit road. 2 more cars break away from the lead pack. So Derek Conley, Mark Mann leading their respective lanes. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 as Mark Vega and Sean McCarrick come off of pit road. They're going to lose a ton of time to this group here. This group has pitted. So ideally, this will be the group that is battling for the win of the stage. But we're going to keep an eye on both groups as we flash back to our leader. The 24, Tyler Miller, took over the top spot when Mark Vega came down pit road. Miller, Doobie, Crosby, your top 3 down on the inside lane. Doobie looks like he wanted to be on the really inside lane. Dave Hunt and Bob Lacavera, 2 cars all by themselves in the second lane. Les Levy in the 62 there as well. Les Levy in the 62 running his Me paint scheme. I hope the Bobcat or the Cougar is not in the car with him right now. That Cougar would probably be very ticked off, would be very hot, very agitated. I don't care, but a 2-hour race is not what a Cougar needs to be in. The Ricky Bobby Foundation gets some things right, but putting a live Cougar in the car with the driver for 2 hours, that just is not something I can get behind. Some drivers do find good results with that. I get distracted because I do want to pet the big kitty. But the big kitty doesn't want me to pet it after 2 hours. It's just, it just goes south. So when I attend the classes at the Ricky Bobby Foundation for the drivers who want to go fast, I skip the Cougar day. I'm sure there's a lot to learn, but I just can't learn it. I am not that skilled. Tyler Miller in the 24 though, leading this field. Everyone getting single file. Should see this group of drivers hit pit road this time. Miller, Doobie, Crosby, your top 3, and they all peel off for pit road. The 9 drivers who had not pitted now make the break as Miller locks it up. Crosby locks it up. Both of them get a little bit out of shape, and the cone has been killed. That is 1 cone dead here tonight. Conley, Mark Mann, and TJ Elliott, 3 wide racing, working their way through 3 and 4. They are going to very easily pass up our 9 cars who just hit pit lane. Alan Fritsch chiming in, cheering for the 12 machine. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for saying who you are voting for here tonight. So Conley able to make quick work of everyone else. Crosby on pit road. He did get caught speeding. So the 33 serving a penalty, a long delay on pit road for the 33 machine, and he is down and away, but that is going to hurt him big time here in stage number 1. But the 28, the 04, and the 51 leading their respective lanes. TJ Elliott has Sean McCara in the 71 on his back bumper. Only 2 cars for the moment are not on the lead lap. That's Peter DeBorgia and Rodney Cobb, and Peter DeBorgia is in front of Rodney Cobb as we are getting close to the end of stage 1. We go on board with the 04 of Mark Mann. This pack has a full head of steam. 2 cars just ahead of them trying to stay without going down a lap. Now we're going to make it 3 cars, but they're going to have to make it around one more time as we begin our final lap of stage number 1. Derek Conley out in front. Can he hold on for one more lap and pick up a stage win in his final race here for a while? The 28 out for a win to lock himself in. Derek Conley, if he gets this win, I do believe he's going to try and make 2 more races, put himself in playoff contention. But the 28 stage win, not going to get it. He's going to have to win the race. Conley, though, with a lot of speed, coming off of turn number 4. Mark Mann trying to mount a challenge, but can't quite get there just yet. Derek Conley through the tri-oval, holding it tight to the yellow line, and Conley is going to win stage number 1 here at Talladega. So caution flag going to come out for the first time tonight. Stage 1 in the books. And Conley in the 28 machine, your stage winner. I've talked about our live streams, and here's a quick little look at all of our live streams that are available. Zach Fritsch, Dan Harrington, Peter DeBorgia, all over on Twitch. Derek Conley on YouTube at Fuel Rock. Make sure you stop by and say hello, and then come on back over here where you can get a good overall view, but never hurts to check out some onboard cameras. And wherever you end up, make sure you do the like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is. Let these drivers know that you guys appreciate the show that they put on for you every Monday night. 22 race season, 16 races in the regular season, 16 drivers going to be in the playoffs. As Conley gets caught up to the pace car. Gonna see them hit pit road. And then after his pit stop, we'll get a word in with our stage 1 winner. Pit crews, get ready to go to work. Got to hit your pit box just right. Holloway driving through his pit stall. Not sure what happened there, but down and away. Holloway not necessarily maybe driving through his pit stall. Maybe I just missed where he hit pit lane, or his pit crew. Let's see if we can get a word in with our driver who won stage number 1, and that is none other than the 28 of Derek Conley. Derek, you got your ears on, my friend?
Hey, KR, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, I'll tell you what, if it was going any better, my name would be Derek Conley right now.
Well, you know, we're really early, but we feel like we got a fast car. Track's a little hot, so it's really slick, which kind of plays into my favorite type of racing, where the rear end sliding around and all that great stuff. So it's definitely been fun out here. I'm pretty proud of these guys doing the first 21 laps or so without any wrecks or anything like that. Everybody's doing a lot of giving and taking, so it's been pretty fun out here.
Well, the first 20 laps of stage 1 were, caution free, but a very early entry for FSR onto pit road, and that strategy seemed to pay out well for you guys for the stage, but now it seems like you're mired a little bit further back in the field.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. With it being hot and slick, we made kind of a team strategy decision to take 4 tires. So we've got 4 tires where the guys in front of us have either taken 2 or none. So we've got the fresh rubber. We're going to try to use that to our advantage. Of course, everybody's going to have to possibly short pit here. It all depends on cautions and all that great stuff, but we'll see.
All right, man. Well, the 28 wins stage 1, the 21 and everyone else, a couple drivers peeling off for pit road to top off. But Derek, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
I always want to thank everybody who comes out and watches us on Monday night. Without you all being here, a lot of us would just kind of be here for no reason other than to yell at each other. I want to thank you for putting on a great broadcast. I want to thank my teammates, Josh, Hunter, Jimmy, Dustin, and part-timer Ernie, who's not here with us tonight. And then also want to give a shout out to Chris McCullough. Not sure if he's watching or not, but brother, get better. Hope to see you on track soon.
All right, that is your stage 1 winner, Derek Conley from Fuel Sim Racing, FSR driver in the 28, winning the first stage here tonight. Lights have gone out on the iRacing safety vehicle. Logan, the kid Helton, on the inside of row number 1 for this restart. On his outside is the 52 of Randall Cobb from Buck Wild Racing. I think that's a good time to let the Bucks go wild, because we had the 52 on the front row, and Randall Cobb looking to have a good race here, and preferred starting spot for him in that 52 machine. Nobody out in front of him but the pace car, but it'll get out of his way in just a moment, just like the Bucks will get out of our way as soon as they are done dancing in the snow. So row number 1 going to be the 63 of Logan Helton, and on his outside the 52 of Randall Cobb. Then row 2 will be the 04 of Mark Mann, and your stage 1 winner, the 28 of Derek Conley. Row 3, the 7 of Josh Milam, and the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. These are your first 3 rows for the restart. We see Logan Helton down below the yellow line, trying to conserve as much fuel as he can. Save fuel, save fuel, save fuel. The more fuel you can save, the less time you have to spend on pit road. Stage number 2 gonna fire off here. Stage 2 ends at the completion of lap 40 here at Talladega. Short stage. The green flag flies. Here we go once again. The 52 gets a good jump, but Derek Conley got caught napping in the 28. He's trying to close up to his back bumper. Jimmy Reynolds not to the 28's back bumper just yet, so they are falling back a little bit here. Logan Helton, though, had the 04 Mark Mann. Alliance Motorsports timing that start perfectly. Logan Helton going to come off of turn number 2, the clear leader for the moment. Mark Mann in the 04 pushing hard on the 63, but Randall Cobb in the 52 starting to build some momentum in the outside lane. As requested from a long-time watcher of the OP Racing or OP Premier Superspeedway Series, Logan has requested some Turn It Up. Well, I say, why not? Let's do a little bit of Turn It Up. little bit of turn it up never sounds bad. Those engines roaring in your ears, me not talking, always something I enjoy. The screaming engines. 35 cars still in this race, and we have Checkered Flag Motorsports pitting as a team. David Booth, Les Levy, David Overstreet on pit road, Mark Vega and Sean McCarrick joining them as well. So early pit stops for some of our drivers. Sean McCarrick on the pit road, not pitting with, or he is pitting with Checkered Flag Motorsports. He is in that team here tonight. Not a normal runner with Checkered Flag, but looked for a team and got the invite down to Checkered Flag. Logan the Kid Helton leading on the inside lane. He has been holding on to that race lead since the drop of the green flag for stage number 2. Mark Mann in the 04, second car on the inside line. And as is a custom here on Monday night, for no particular reason, cracking one open when we're talking about Mark Mann. Mark Mann inducted into the OP Racing Hall of Fame at the start of this season. What a story that 04 has been. What a historic career he has had with OP, making a big splash on the scene from the moment he came in. Here he is, battling on the inside line, finding himself in second behind the 63 of Logan Helton. Randall Cobb in the 52, leading that second lane. Third lane being led by Tyler Miller. A lot of cars in that third lane as Randall Cobb in the 52 slices down in front of Logan Helton in the 63. So Cobb, for the first time, down on the inside. Logan Helton, since the restart, has been leading that lane. Now he finds himself looking at the back bumper of a Buck Wild racing machine. Conley in the 28, trying to pull himself into stage 1 and 2 wins. We are closing in on the end of stage number 2. And I have 6 laps to go this time around here in stage number 2, and Randall Cobb out in front. Top lane falling back quite a bit. The 24 Tyler Miller has lost some of his momentum. And Peter DeBorgia, who is back on the lead lap in the 40 machine, slides up to the high side. He is tired of riding around. He wants to get to the front in the 40. Making a big move up to that third lane. Now we'll see if that can carry him forward. Cody Ober in the 8. Didn't quite commit to the high side. Now he commits to the high side. So Cody Ober leading the third lane in the 8 machine. They are starting to work their way forward. Randall Cobb still your race leader, but Derek Conley trying to get to his door panel. Only one car not on the lead lap. That is the 44 of Rodney Cobb. Rodney Cobb in the mix of this pack here. He is only 1 lap down. So he will be looking for this stage to end very quickly for him to receive the free pass. Les Levy, David Overstreet, Mark Vega, David Booth, and Sean McCarrick, all drivers who have pitted. They are single file, and they are about 40 seconds behind the race lead, but they did make their pit stop. We look out the back of Sean McCarrick, our pack, not too close to him. These drivers should be able to stay on the lead lap as they are working together very well. Three wide racing here for our lead pack, and everyone wiggling around a little bit. That does make the space a little bit tight. Will Weber in the 68 in the middle of all of this. Tyler Miller in the 24 at one point was the leader of that third lane, but Derek Conley in the 28, now the leader down at the bottom. Cody Ober leads the high side, and James Mayer in the 95 was the leader until the 52 made a move on the 28. Randall Cobb out for blood here in stage 2. Contact in the middle. Josh Milam in the 7 going around. 2 cars going up and over. 1 turtle dubbing. That is Peter DeBorgia. He lands on all 4s, grabs a gear and gets rolling. First caution for an incident coming out tonight. Bob Lacavera involved. Sean Stevens involved. Will Weber getting a piece of it. And a big crash through turns 1 and 2. Let's take a look at this one. Sean McCarrick, Peter DeBorgia making a little bit of contact. That's going to send the 71 down the track into Josh Milam, and Josh Milam unable to hold on to it, and that is what's going to stack everyone up. Good news for the fans of the 40 machine. He did land on all 4s. Bad news, he is going to have to use a fast repair. Take one more look at this one. Caution flag coming out. That should be the end of the stage, and I do believe Derek Conley going to go back to back here. He is a man on a mission. And I'm going to pose to everyone in YouTube chat. We're going to have a vote. Do we vote Liberty Fires off the island for the way that he spells machine? Because that is ridiculous. A lot of cars on pit road for this one. Gonna see who wins the race off of pit road. Randall Cobb in the 52 off of pit lane. Well and truly in front of everyone else. Derek Conley down and away, our stage 1 and stage 2 winner. Then James Mayer, Mark Mann, and TJ Elliott in the 51. So with that being said, let's see about talking to the driver of the 28. Once again, he has won stage 1 and stage 2. Mr. Conley, you got your ears on, my friend?
Hey, long time no talk, KR. How you doing tonight?
I am doing just fine, but that 28 machine looks like it is on a mission here tonight.
I tell you what, I really believe it's the mustache. I think I can just feel the air.
That long pause was me trying to think of a flaw in that statement, and I could not come up with one.
I mean, it's common knowledge that men with mustaches at super speedways tend to do really well. Now, they also either win or they wreck out. So it's still up in the air what's going to happen.
It is still up in the air, but stage 1 and stage 2 go to the 28, man. We know you're going to go and miss a few races here. So is this your attempt to try and win a race and make the playoffs?
Oh yeah, it's definitely not my last attempt, but Talladega through history has always been my best statistical track, just because it's wide. I like running all the lanes. I'm not afraid to go up and run that wall whenever it comes down to it. So because I'm not knowing exactly what's going to happen and whenever I'm going to be back in the car, today is, going to be my best opportunity for the foreseeable future to be able to get in. I'll come back, make sure that I run all the races I need to, just to be able to make the playoffs, especially if I win tonight. I just don't know how often I'll be able to be competitive in the near future after what I have done.
Well, Derek, that 28 machine looking very good here tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Machine, as Machine, as Liberty Fires likes to spell it over here in YouTube chat. But the 28 looking very solid, man. Once again, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Just a regular. I like to thank everybody that's watching. My wife's even watching right now, and she's like, I swear to God, if you win and keep that mustache, I might be getting a divorce. So therefore, I'll have a spare bedroom if anybody's looking. I want to thank my teammates, Josh, Hunter, Jimmy, Dustin, and part-timer Ernie. I want to thank all the guys out here on the track that come out every single Monday. Every single race I've been in has been a full house. And I want to thank you for doing the broadcast every Monday. Been with us since season 1. I love going back, rewatching all your broadcasts, brother.
That is Derek Conley in the 28 with kind words for this lowly broadcaster. Thank you very much, Derek. The 28 machine, there you go. He is a man on a mission here tonight. I for one, am not advocating the breakup of this beautiful marriage that Derek Conley has. But I would love to see this 28 win. I would love to see Derek be able to keep that mustache. He posted it in the OP group on Facebook. And let me tell you, it is a stellar look that he has going on. And feel bad for his wife. She's not a big fan of it. He does have to answer to her. I don't have to, so I can cheer him on. If you're listening, Mrs. Conley, just know I'm on your side. Don't tar and feather me. Anyways, here we go. Lights are out on the pace car. We are beginning our final stage of the night. Everyone is back on the lead lap here. What a way to start the final stage with every single car still in the race, every single car on the lead lap. We are going to have our longest stage of the night. We're going to see some green flag pit stops, and we're going to see a whole bunch of unique strategies playing this one out as the green flag flies. We are back underway here at Talladega. Randall Cobb in the 52 on the inside. He has the 95 on his back bumper, pushing very hard on him. The 95 and the 04 teammates from Alliance Motorsports, but they are doing all they can to push the car in front of them up to speed and get through that gearbox very cleanly. Do want to point out Rodney Cobb in the 44 does have the fastest lap of the race at a 49.81. Sean Stevens there as well with a 49.81. So very quick lap times coming through stage number 2. Conley slides down in front of Randall Cobb, put the 28 as the race leader down on the inside. Mark Mann in the 04 now leading from his respective lane. Check back on some of our drivers a little bit deeper in the field. Bob Lacavera in the 5 machine Had to burn a fast repair after that caution at the end of stage 2. Got his new car contact with the 17. Both cars able to keep going. Bob Lacavera in the 5, looking to try and finish this one out after having to burn that fast repair at the end of stage number 2. He's not the only one that burned that fast repair. Peter DeBorgia, a little bit deeper in this field, he ended up upside down, but fortunately landed on all 4 wheels and was able to continue on. Now he finds himself down in 33rd spot. John Stevens in the 27. Right behind him, and Jeffrey Crosby, last car in this field, the 33 machine, not with the pack. He has got some heavy damage on the nose and not able to keep up. To the fans of Crosby, you need to stand up and cheer because he needs all the extra help he can get. He has lost the draft and he is in a world of trouble with some torn up front end damage on that 33 machine, and he is going to pull down onto pit road here. So Crosby making his way onto pit lane. The 04 Mark Mann does take over the race lead. Logan Helton in the 63 now slides down to the inside. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds finding himself second car on the inside line. Mark Mann now third car on the inside line. TJ Elliott in the 51 machine, up 30 spots from where he started this race. Rodney Cobb in the 44 once again claiming the fastest lap of the race at a 49.69. So Rodney Cobb going faster and faster. James Mayer in the 95 got a tap on his back bumper he didn't like, keeps it off of pit road, cuts through the grass, slides up into the tri-oval. Everyone gives him room. He gets back into the throttle and gets it sorted. Zach Fritsch going to be his friend here. He needs to get caught up to him. But the 95 looks like he is going way too slow and falling back. One thing we haven't talked about here tonight, because the action has been so hot and heavy here at Talladega, it is our point standings coming into tonight's race. Gabe Butler picking up the win last week. Zach Fritsch has a win. James Mayer with a win. Josh Milam locked in. Will Weber locked in. Those drivers all locked into the championship as long as they complete at least 8 races in the regular season. Robert Duvendak, your point leader without a win. So Doobie in a solid position here. If we get a repeat winner and Doobie is not one of the drivers who has picked up a win, he has to keep digging hard, scoring those points, and he is trying to get something going in the third lane. Mark Vega going to join him up in that third lane. Will Weber in the 68 there as well. But the 63 of Logan Helton, one of the drivers who does not have a win this season just yet. He's made his way to the front of the field, and after qualifying on the front row, 63, another driver who looked bound and determined to win this race here tonight. So the points being what they are in a win and you're in type of season, Elliott in the 51 trying to make a move down the backstretch on the 63. Tyler Miller giving a good shove to the 63 as they head off into turn number 3. Elliott falling back just a little bit, made that move to the outside lane, and that second lane has fallen apart very drastically. That is going to give all the advantage to Logan the Kid Helton, unchallenged for the race lead for the moment. But can Tyler Miller or Mark Mann make something happen and make a run? Hunter Reynolds in the 26 down below the yellow line. Reynolds stays below the yellow line here, trying to find somewhere to blend in. Smart drive there, trying not to force the issue, but just a lap or two ago, he was out in front of this field, and now he finds himself mired deep in the field in 19th spot. Peter DeBorgia, Will Weber, right there around the 26. To Logan Helton in the 63, your race leader. Tyler Miller in the 24, sitting in second. Third place going to the 04, Mark Mann. Then your stage 1 and 2 winner of this race so far, the 28 of Derek Conley, right behind them. TJ Elliott trying to assemble the troops, trying to get everyone in line behind him and regain some lost ground. He has made it to the door of Conley. Now begins to work over the back bumper of the 24 or the 04 of Mark Mann. We do have 2 cars not on the lead lap now. The 33 of Jeffrey Crosby and the 3 of Robert Payne. Robert Payne in the mix here, battling with Crosby. Those two not too far apart. That is the battle to be the first car 1 lap down should a caution come out. First car 1 lap down will receive the free pass and get back one of their laps. These two are the only 2 cars 1 lap down. Robert Payne in the 3, racing for ARC Racing. Cody Over and Andy Brigante, also part of the ARC team. Speaking of Andy Brigante, the 013 in his rookie year. As we do have trouble, big crash, one going up and over. That is Les Levy in the 62. Rick Sebrands, Peter DeBorgia, Bob Lacavera, Robert Dumendak, big time stack up on this one. A lot of cars getting involved. See if we can back this up and figure out what happened. Les Levy going up and over, a big tumble for the 62. It starts going into turn 1. Casey Gilchrist got a bad bump. Robert Payne in the 3 involved. Let's see if we can back this up a little bit further and figure out what happened. Mark Vega in the 18, able to continue on. That could be the break that the 33 of Jeffrey Crosby needed to get back on the lead lap. Nathan Grounds saying trust the process. All right, well, we trusted the process with the 33, and he's got a shot at getting back on the lead lap. We'll see if it is official this time around. It's TJ Elliott on the pit road in the 33 machine. Looks like he has been a little bit damaged. He is going to be slowed up for just a moment, but did not come down pit road, so a candidate for the free pass, but does not go around the pace car. So maybe the 33 getting involved in that crash there, getting a chunk of damage, negating his opportunity to be given the wave around or the free pass. So Crosby still has his work cut out for him. Race off of pit road, won by the 63 of Logan Helton. And Logan Helton taking his aggression out on the blue cone. You'd think a blue car would appreciate a blue cone, but no. No, that cone has got to go. Buy Racing is watching. Please get rid of that silly cone. That thing is redonkulous. I hate that cone. Hate everything about it. That's my opinion, though. Just wanted to share. Thank you, Logan, for taking out that blue cone with that blue paint job you got. With that being said, guys, we're going to step away for just a quick moment. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are stacked up 2 by 2, ready to go racing once again. Row number 1, Logan Helton in the 63, TJ Elliott in the 51. on his outside. Row 2, the 04 of Mark Mann, and then the 46 of David Overstreet from Checkered Flag Motorsports. Derek Conley from Fuel Sim Racing on the inside of row 3, and Casey Gilchrist in the 13 on the outside as they work their way through the tri-oval. Long wait for the green flag, and here we go, back to racing. Going to complete lap 56, start lap 57. 94 laps our scheduled distance, 2 attempts at a green white checkered should we need them, and Logan Helton has the advantage going through turns 1 and 2. Nathan Ground's going to be disappointed to hear that Jeffrey Crosby is on pit road. Extensive repairs underway on that 33 machine. Chances for him winning this race getting harder and harder with each passing moment, but don't give up on him just yet. He still might be able to pull out a decent finish. Anything can happen in this race, but he has got to get back out very soon to have a shot at recovering some points here tonight. With that being said, he is down and away and rejoining the race. So the 33 getting back after it. He is 4 laps down. Robert Payne in the 3 has gone behind the wall. It looks like his night is done. So Robert Payne, first car out of this race. Started 35 cars. We are down to 34 cars in this race. 33 of those cars are on the lead lap. 1 car falling away behind. Bob Lacavera in the 5 has already lost the lead draft. More problems for the 33 as he is back on pit road, but Bob Lacavera, last car on the lead lap, in 33rd spot. Sean McCara also a little bit behind. And by behind, I mean he is the last car in this lead group. As we got one going around and cuts back up onto the track. Yellow flag coming out. Chaos ensues as we ride on board with the 71. TJ Elliott involved, Sean McCarrick involved, yellow flag coming out. Let's see what happened here. Try and back this up. Elliott goes for a spin going into turn 3, gets the 77. Rick Seabrand's involved. Elliott just not quite clear of the 30 or the 63. One more look at it. Quite a few torn up race cars from this one and drivers on the pit road. Logan Helton into his pit box cleanly. Everyone on the lead lap hitting pit lane. Down and away goes the 63. Just a splash of fuel for him. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the intensity has picked up a little bit as that blue cone gets wrecked again. Score one for the Anti-Cone League. I'm going to start a league. I'm going to call it the Anti-Cone League. And every lap that there's a blue cone, I'm going to require every driver to hit it. First driver that hits it the most wins the race. I don't care how many laps we do. I don't care if you win the race. By iRacing standards, I will declare you the winner if you can take out that blue cone the most. That's the league I'm going to start. That thing is stupid. Hate that thing. Jeff Crosby in the 33. Been working on his race car. Got a a rear bumper back on that thing. He is several laps down. In position for a wave around. We'll see if he'll stay out this time or if he's going to come down pit road and try and work on that car some more. The Crosby trap between our race leader, Logan Helton, and the pace car. David Booth in the 77 involved in another crash. He has been on pit road trying to hammer out the damage his race car has received and about ready to go a lap down here. David Booth down and away, but he has lost a lap in the process. Lights have gone out on the pace car. A couple cars at the back of the field have topped off their fuel tanks. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you do give this cone slaughter a thumbs up here tonight, because Logan Helton is doing a heck of a job taking that cone out every chance he can. And I believe that deserves a thumbs up. So if you guys could give this all the thumbs up here tonight, that would go a long way to show iRacing that we don't like that cone. If you do like the cone, don't do a thumbs down, because that kind of hurts the driver's feelings that didn't have an opportunity to take out the cone. But the thumbs up would go a long way for these guys, not only because of the cone, but they do show up every Monday. We had 35 cars start this race here tonight, and each and every time we go live, they want to know that they are putting on a good show for the fans who are watching here tonight. Robert Payne out of this race in the 35 machine. David Booth has gone behind the wall in the 77. Lights are out on the iRacing safety vehicle. Talk about a proper title for being a car that makes a living at driving as slow as possible. Green flag is out. Logan Helton in the 63 has his teammate, the 04, Markman, to his back bumper. David Overstreet in the 46 from Checkered Flag Motorsports, leading the second lane. Derek Conley right behind him. Robert Dumendak in the 99, looking for his first win of the season. A lot of the drivers in the top 5 looking for their first win, and I'm going to go on down and say the top 10 all looking for their first win as well, and they are trying to present themselves as being worthy of victory lane here tonight. David Overstreet in the 46. Had a good run down the front stretch, but not enough to pull in front of the 63 of Logan Helton. Helton in that 63, driver in the Road to Pros series, and had a good shot at making pro last time around. Missed it by just a little bit. And Logan Helton going for it once again. We'll see if Logan Helton can achieve his goal of making it to the Pro NASCAR Series. I, for one, root for him. You can follow him along on Facebook. He likes to post his finishes there. And the 63, very talented young man here in iRacing, but also races go-karts on the side, doing some great work in the racing community. Logan Helton, heck of a young kid and someone you want to get behind, and here he is with Mark Mann right behind him in the 04. David Overstreet slicing down in front of Logan Hook, 4 wide into turn number 3. Holloway on the top side, Derek Conley, Logan Helton in the middle, David Overstreet down on the bottom. Hold your breath, folks, as they come off of turn number 4. 4 wide. You'd think it's the end of the race, but no, it's only lap 65 of 94. Holloway taking advantage of it, takes over the race lead, and Daniel Holloway in the 21 going to lead his first lap of the night. Logan Helton tucks in behind him. David Overstreet in the 46, third car on the inside line. Casey Gilchrist in the 13 takes over leading the middle lane, and Hunter Reynolds in the 26 now in that third lane with Derek Conley behind him. Helton gets a big shot from the 13, everyone wiggling, chasing the wheel. Holloway gets turned. TJ Elliott goes airborne. He turns into a dirt bike for a moment. Big crash from the leaders down the backstretch into turn number 3. Logan Helton damaged on the front end. Yellow flag coming out once again. Holloway in the 21 goes for a ride, but sorts it out. Take another look at this one. Holloway gets a shot from the 46, shoots him up the track. Casey Gilchrist in the 13 gets turned. Everyone piling in as we were bunched up. Off the nose of Sean Stevens. Mark Mann able to get through, dive down to the bottom. Holloway squeezed through. Holloway didn't really squeeze through. He was involved in that. Yellow flag out once again, and everyone on the pit road. And the 04 of Mark Mann down and away, a very short pit stop for that driver. 33 of Jeffrey Crosby trying to work his way back into the lead lap. David Overstreet in the 46. 4 tire stop for him. Everyone in the top 6 taking fuel and 2 tires, except for David Overstreet. 4 tire stop for the 46. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I normally crack one for Mark Mann, but tonight I want to crack one for... Also, I want to crack another one. Let's do this one for Jimmy Crow. I'm missing you out here tonight, buddy. That was a good crack, too. Jimmy will come back when he is ready, but man, he's missing a heck of a race. He'd be loving calling this race, and I'm missing you, Jimmy. Thank you very much for helping me out so far this season. Hope to get you back in the booth soon. And man, oh man, what a race here tonight. Mark Mann, now your race leader, Zach Fritsch in the 12 machine. Picked up a win earlier this season. Finds himself in 8th. Overstreet in the 46. Mark Vega in the 18. Going to peel off for pit road. Couple other cars also going to peel off for pit lane. Gabe Butler in the 88, heavily torn up race car. He's going to try and get some more work done on that machine, but looking like he is going to have a hard time going 2 in a row here tonight. This crash has put a lot of cars behind the wall. Bob Lacavera behind the wall. Looks like his night is done, along with TJ Elliott, Will Weber, David Booth, earlier exit, along with Robert Payne. Dan Harrington in the 82, currently scored in 30th spot. He has the hood up on pit road. He is working on that race car. He has not called it a night just yet. All of that going on, Jeffrey Crosby has gone from 34th to 29th with his torn up race car. That is part of that no quit attitude I like to see. Crosby trying to gain any of the positions he can. And it looks like he's going to get a few more here tonight. Car in a little bit better shape than some of these other guys. So Alliance Motorsports locking out the front row for this restart with Mark Mann and Logan Helton. Rick Seabrand's in the 4 from Alliance Motorsports, so make it first 3 cars from AMS. Then it's the 53 of Dave Hunt from Buck Wild Racing on the outside for row number 2. His teammate Randall Cobb on the inside of row number 3. And then Zach Fritsch, old Fritchie, on the outside of row number 3. Lights are out on the safety vehicle. It pulls on to pit road. Mark Mann assumes control of this field. Logan Helton waiting for the right time to get on the throttle. Green flag is back out, and we are back underway. Mark Mann and Logan Helton side by side through turns 1 and 2. Dave Hunt all over the back bumper of the 63. Dave Hunt still looking for his first win this season. Logan Helton looking for his first win. Mark Mann looking for his first win. And Rick Seabrand's also in that group, looking for his first win. Rick, for the first time, making it into the top 5. He has been hanging out at the back, and with 25 laps to go, the Ford machine making his presence felt at the front of the field. First car 1 lap down. That is the driver of the 33 machine. Jeffrey Crosby has put himself in position to get back on the lead lap. Nathan Grounds said, trust the process. 24 laps to go. Crosby has a shot to get back on the lead lap. This is why you don't give up, folks. You never want to give up until that checkered flag falls or the car no longer can get out on the track. So Crosby in good position here to get back on the lead lap. Struggling to keep pace with everyone in front of him. That's okay. He's doing all he can, and he is not quitting, and that is something I can get behind. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, we're going 3 wide. Robert Dumendeck in the 3rd lane trying to make something happen. He's got Derek Conley and Adam Evans, the rookie, in the 25 machine. Those 3 cars working the 3rd lane. Mark Mann in the 04 continuing to lead with Logan Helton in the middle. Doobie has a good run down the backstretch. Into turn 4, we're going to go 3 wide once again. Daniel Harrington in the 82 did make it back out on the track, gets out of the way of the lead pack, stays down below the yellow line. Smart heads up driving by the 82. But another driver showing some grit, getting back out there. Even though he is a couple laps down, you just love to see a driver who doesn't want to quit, who wants to try and complete all the laps. But Rick Seabrand's in the 4, taking over the race lead for the first time here tonight. Logan Helton on his back bumper. The 04 of Mark Mann there as well. 3 drivers in line from Alliance Motorsports. Another heads up move by another car heavily torn up, trying to stay out there. That's Andy Brigante in the 013. With Andy going a lap down, that puts Jeffrey Crosby as the only car 1 lap down as we run right now with 21 laps to go. Sean McCara in the 71, last car on the lead lap. He is scored in 26th spot. Just ahead of him is the 071 of Eric Laurie. Eric Laurie working with Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Those two have fallen off the lead pack a little bit. Reynolds torn up race car on the right front. Laurie torn up right front as well. These two some damage, but trying to work together, trying to stay out there. So Rick Seabrands with 20 laps to go out in front. Drivers will have to make one more stop on pit road. Gabe Butler, our pole sitter in the 88 machine. Torn up race car last time we saw him, and now finds himself having to use his fast repair, getting back out there. Butler, our pole sitter, last week's race winner, finds himself mid-pack in 17th spot. Mark Vega on his outside. Right ahead of him is the 46 of David Overstreet. So with 26 cars on the lead lap, now 19 laps to go. Rick Seabrands in the 4 on the inside. Dave Hunt in the 53 on the outside. Fuel window going to open up to make it to the end of our regular scheduled program. But when do you come down pit road? When do you take into consideration a green-white checkered attempt, or maybe even a second attempt at a green-white checkered. Here at Talladega, it seems to favor the drivers who hit pit road first. And if you can hit pit lane with a big group of drivers and everyone has a smooth pit stop, everyone works together to get on and off a pit road and back up to speed very quickly. Our next stop is what we call the money stop. It is for all the marbles, and when will we see the first group hit pit road? I have no idea when it's going to be. Got no idea what these guys' strategies are. But I'll tell you, here in about 3 laps is when I would like to hit pit road. 3 or 4 laps from now. That gives me enough fuel to make it through some green-white checkers. So I'd have enough fuel for everything. And the way that this final stage is gone, I have a feeling we are going to have an overtime race here tonight. My predictions are almost always wrong, and that is why I am in the booth, because as a driver, I just couldn't get it right. Sean McCara in the 71 gets into the wall trying to get out of the way, stays on the high side, and everyone gets by. "16 laps to go. The fuel window is now officially open to make it to the end of this race under our regular distance. We do have a few takers: Gabe Butler, Sean Stevens, Mark Vega, David Overstreet, all on pit road. So 4 drivers hitting pit lane as soon as that fuel window opened up. Dave Hunt in the 53, nosing out in front of the 4 Rick Sebrands, but Rick through the tri-oval, motors right back in front of him. Hunt not able to lead that lap. James Mayer slides down in between his teammates. 4 cars from AMS on the inside line. They look like they are getting ready for a pit entry. Dave Hunt, Zach Fritsch, only 2 cars in the second lane for the moment. Now Zach Fritsch slices down to the inside, leaving Dave Hunt all alone. He has lost his drafting help, trying to hang tough in the outside lane. Got a little close there, washed up a little bit. That's going to cost him some momentum. But on the pit road, here comes our entire field. Casey Gilchrist in the 13 going to stay out. Sean McCarrick stays out as well. But those two have a big separation between them. So they are going to lose some time. And Rodney Cobb in the 44 hard into the inside wall on pit road. This is going to cost him big. Rick Sebrands in the 4 down and away. Gilchrist and McCarrick still not together. Tyler Miller and Les Levy also stayed out, as well as Peter DeBorgia. Hunter Reynolds stayed out and Eric Laurie stayed out. Logan Helton winning the race off of pit road from the drivers who hit pit lane. So now the field is going to be spread out. Things are going to be happening very quickly here. Gilchrist and McCarrick losing a lot of time. They have now hit pit lane. Tyler Miller in the 24 with Jeffrey Crosby in tow, Les Levy and Peter DeBorgia. They are going to hit pit lane. Sean McCara coming down pit road as well. Hunter Reynolds and Eric Laurie going to make their pit stops. So that is going to put everybody on the pit road. And Logan Helton in the 63 with Rick Sebrands in the 4. Should have enough momentum this corner to pass the 13 of Casey Gilchrist. as he tries to get up to speed. Easy work for the 63 on the 13, and Gilchrist trying to blend in. "13 laps to go here as they come off of turn number 4 this time around. We're going to knock that down to 12 laps to go. Sean McCarrick going 1 lap down there. He scored in 25th spot. Jeffrey Crosby in 26th. With everyone making their pit stop, it is now a full-on sprint to the end of the race. Logan Helton, your race leader. Rick Seabrand's in the 4 on his back bumper. James Mayer in the 95 has already scored a win. Could he become our first repeat winner of the season? And the Mayer out in front of the second lane. Derek Conley in the 28 trying to make it 3 wide. Conley almost making contact with the 95, very close there. All of that playing into the hands of Logan Helton in the 63. Big wiggle off of turn 4 by the 28. Robert Duvendak trying to push on him. Now 10 laps to go. 24 cars on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap is Les Levy in the 62 machine. Levy 35 seconds behind our race leaders. Take a peek in here at the 26 of Hunter Reynolds and the 071 of Eric Laurie. Les Levy right behind them. These guys at the tail end of the lead lap here. Gabe Butler and this crew who hit pit lane first, it did not work out in their favor. They are finding themselves 5 seconds behind the race leader. Gabe Butler leading Mark Vega, Sean Stevens, Cody Ober, and the 25 of Adam Evans. This 5-car group about 5.5 seconds behind our race leader. That gives you a field of view of what's going on the track. Everyone spread out now. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17, 12th car in this group of leaders. Helton in the 63, hanging it on that yellow line. Rick Seabrand's in the 4. Staying committed to the back bumper so far. We have 8 laps to go here at Talladega. Conley sliding down behind the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Casey Gilchrist in the 13, peeling off for pit road. So Gilchrist having to make another stop. Our leaders now get side by side. Off of turn number 2, down the backstretch. 7 laps to go. Now is not the time to make the move, but you want to try and still keep pushing, but you want to get some air to the nose of your car, get air flowing through that radiator, try and cool it off, get some lost horsepower recovered as you got a little hot. You've been pushing hard here since that green flag pit stop. This group has been really pushing hard. To win is the time to make your move. The 99 of Robert Duvendak trying that third lane once again with Zach Fritsch in the 12. Making some forward progress. James Mayer in the 95, now door to door with the 99 of Duvendak. He's door to door with the 63 of Logan Helton down the backstretch. The 99, a little bit of a wiggle there. Almost taking out the leaders, but everyone gathers it back in. Conley in the 28 slides down behind the 21 of Holloway. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 right there as well. So Logan Helton in the 63. Not coming up off the bottom. Rick Seabrand staying committed to his back bumper. Gonna have 5 laps to go this time around. Oh, Mark Mann and Doobie make contact. Randall Cobb gets a piece of it as well. And that is going to bring out the yellow flag as the 04 goes spinning and throw everything that we've been talking about to the wind, because we're going to have a restart. Take a look and see what happened. Duvendak makes contact with the 04. Dave Hunt, Derek Conley, Jimmy Reynolds all get a piece of it. One more look at this one. So yellow flag coming out. Gonna bunch everyone back up. With that said, I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'm gonna get another drink of flavored water. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to set up the restart and our first attempt at a green-white checkered.
racing, you wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we're here with the OP Racing Premier Superspeedway Series. We are in the closing laps of this one, our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Logan Helton in the 63 on the inside of row number 1. Rick Seabrands, teammate from Alliance Motorsports, on his outside. James Mayer in the 95 machine on the inside of row number 2. And Zach Fritsch on his outside. Row 2 stacked with previous race winners. Row 1 has a bunch of drivers, well, by a bunch I mean 2, who have not won a race yet this season. Row 3, back to drivers who have not won yet. That's Daniel Holloway and the 52 of Randall Cobb. Lights are out and the pace car is out of our way. Our first attempt at a green-white checkered overtime here at Talladega. Logan Helton bringing this field to the green flag. The restart is back underway and we are green. Once again, the 4 machine gets a good jump. Zach Fritsch stays tight to the 4 machine, but the 95 of James Mayer there as well to the back bumper of Logan the Kid Helton. These machines are doing all they can, and Logan Helton got the most out of turns 1 and 2 and surges ahead down the backstretch. Derek Conley doing a Conley clear move. Your stage 1 and 2 winner, falling back a little bit here in stage 3. But this one may not be over just yet. Got to get to the white flag and then it is all bets off. Logan Helton in the 63 on the bottom. Rick Seabrands in the 4 on the middle lane, or second lane. In the middle of the track. White flag is out. That is it. No more attempts at a green-white checkered. Who is going to have the momentum? Daniel Holloway, Zach Fritsch make a little bit of contact. Everyone trying to race very closely. Down the Talladega super stretch for the final time. Derek Conley jumps out trying to make something happen. But Logan Helton and Rick Seabrands, Holloway down below the yellow line, but off of turn number 4, here they come. David Overstreet in trouble, but Logan Helton trying to throw a block on Rick Seabrands. The 4 has the momentum, the 12 gets to his back bumper, and at the line it is going to be Rick Seabrands in the 4 machine, picking up his first win of the season and locking himself into playoff contention. Zach Fritsch coming away with second place, and rounding out the final spot on the podium is the 63 of Logan Helton. We'll take a quick look at what happened to the 46. Casey Gilchrist gets down onto the apron, contact with those two. They both make heavy contact with the wall. Cody Ober goes for a spin, a little bit of post-race activity as the 4 of Rick Seabrands slows it down on the front stretch. Your race winner here tonight, as Logan Helton and Zach Fritsch are going to celebrate with the 4. Daniel Holloway coming up to his back bumper. And Rick Seabrands begins to burn it down. And let's get right into our post-race show and kick it off by talking to the 4 of Rick Seabrands, your race winner, man. Congratulations. Nice job out there.
Thank you, man. Appreciate Zach working hard back there, man. He was working so hard to get on this Alliance Motorsports Yeti Camaro's bumper, man. He was pushing the heck out of us there. It's no easy task to outpush Jim and Daniel down there in that low line, and I know how fast he was out there tonight. But yeah, all the credit goes to him. Great job. Feels good to join such elite company in the all the winners we've had so far this week. This has been pretty cool.
Well, Rick, 6 races in and 6 different winners. You bring home the trophy here tonight, locking yourself into playoff contention. This 4 machine seemed like it was hanging back for the first 2 stages, and then all of a sudden there you were in the top 5.
Well, to our credit, you know, this whole season we haven't really cared too much about stages. We've been just kind of riding around and letting the race come to us a little bit, and we've been able to get some good finishes out of that. And then tonight we were back there minding our own business and got caught up in one. We got it fixed, and then later on something that happened up front, we got caught back in that again too. And you know, by that point we just made a decision. We're going to use that quick repair, and we're done riding. We're going, and it worked out pretty good. We got some good track position there late. That's some good teamwork with the teammates, and came out first place tonight.
Well, man, a solid run for the 4 machine. Another playoff shot for the 4, and you know, getting into the playoffs is one thing. Winning the championship is another, but this 4 machine has got that first tick in the box for a season championship. Congratulations, man. Nice job. Now, what's it going to take to get you and some of the other teammates through the rest of this season?
Just good communication, good teamwork, and just letting the race come to us. I mean, you seen it out there tonight. You know, we kind of thought this race was going to be like the last Talladega race, 3 wide, and kind of engines temperatures kind of predicting the outcome of it, and it was kind of opposite of that today. We had some really cool 4 wide out there. I'm sure the fans probably love that, man. I know it gave me a heart attack. Wow, that was a ton of fun out there tonight.
All right, man. Well, nice job putting it in victory lane here tonight. Shout outs, thank yous, I love yous. Anything you need to say that you haven't said yet?
Got to thank the teammates, all those guys. Great job by them tonight. All the fans watching, you guys up in the booth calling this race, and all the fans at home watching. And again, Zach, for that great push on that second lay, man. He was working hard. Can't wait for next week.
That is your race winner, Rick Seabrands in the 4. And once again, Rick, congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
So an outstanding drive by the 4 machine, and you heard it from him. He just wanted the race to come to him, and it seemed like it sure as heck did. But now let's take a moment and talk to our second place finisher, and that is the driver of the 12, Zach Fritsch. Zach, you picked up a win earlier this year. You put it on the second step of the podium here tonight.
Yeah, that's I'd say that's a good accomplishment. Anytime you get a podium finish, it's always good to have. So, you know, I appreciate podium finish with this Chevy Camaro that brought me here.
Well, I'll tell you what, that 12 machine had a interesting race, and it looked like for the most part a clean one for you, but had a few moments that you were worried about.
Yeah, there was quite a few wrecks I got into. I ended up getting like 50 seconds total of repairs. Was able to repair all of it and save that fast repair until the very, very end to our last pit stop there, so I can get a good push off whoever I was going to stay behind.
Well, man, it was a great race here tonight at Talladega. You're already locked in the playoff championships, but does that change your strategy any, or are you going for every win you can get?
Well, first and foremost, if my teammates are in front of me, I'm definitely going to try to push them to a win. You know, especially to the guys that do not have a win yet for my team. But other than that, you know, this was going to be one of the moments where I was going to go for the win, but ended up there was no run that I was going to get since the 63 came up and tried to block the 4. So there's just going to be no way. So I just decided to be committed to the 4. 4 was also Rick was also the very first guy who pushed me to my very, very first win in OP. So I felt like I was able to return the favor here tonight.
Well, man, a solid run by the 12 and nice job out there. Any shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, as always, I want to thank you, KR, for doing this broadcast. Amazing. I can't wait to rewatch it tomorrow. All OP and OP league admins and race control, Cody, all the fans that are sitting here watching on YouTube and my stream, all congratulating me. And want to thank the wife, and also want to thank all my team members of Empire Motorsports, where I'd say we're still strong with two teammates still locked in for the playoffs. So
all right, man. Well, nice run out there tonight, and once again, congratulations on second place.
Thank you, Kara.
Zach Fritchie from Empire Motorsports bringing it home in second place. But now let's move on to our third place finisher, and that is the 63 of Logan, the Kid Helton, getting it done for the final step of the podium. Logan, congratulations, man. You finished third here tonight.
Oh yeah, what a fun race that was up front. We finally had a race where we were up front on a race and didn't get wrecked out of a good finish. I think this is my first interview all season long other than a stage win, so I'm happy to finally be able to talk to you after a race.
Well, it's been a trying season for you, a front runner, and you know, ever since you joined OP, you've found a way to be in playoff contention, but that win and you're in type of situation here. 6 races in the books. We go to our 7th race next week because that's how math works. But the 63, what is your plan to try and get into this playoff by winning a race?
My first step would probably to win a race, because that makes sense as well. But I don't know. I mean, we came close tonight, but Rick got it fair and square. I tried to put the block on him, but I wasn't going to wreck us out of a good win or out of a good race there. So kind of just, I'm happy with the third. We were coming to the line, and I was just yelling in our team speak. So I'm like, I just want to interview, and we came across the line, finished third. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to win a race other than just stay up front and see what happens.
All right, man. Well, the 63 on the final step of the podium here tonight at Talladega, putting together a great race, ran up front all night long, man. Once again, congratulations on that. Shout outs, thank yous.
Yeah, just thank you to you guys for putting on the broadcast at Turn 3 Racing Network. Thank you to everyone at OP that put on the race tonight. Thank you to my team in here, Alliance Motorsports, with Rick, Jim, Daniel, and Mark. Thanks to Splash and Go Graphics for a awesome paint scheme. Nexus Esports, Jimmy Crow and them for teaching me my Superspeedway stuff, and this delicious pizza I had before the race tonight.
Oh man, that sounds amazing. Tell me more about the pizza.
Oh, you know, just a solid cheese pizza. You can't complain about it. Just a nice solid cheese pizza.
Well, a solid cheese pizza is probably what did the trick to get you the third. Throw some pepperoni, some Canadian bacon, and maybe you'll win a race next week.
That's a great idea. I'm going to have to make eating pizza on Mondays a tradition now.
All right, that is our third place finisher, Logan Helton. Man, Logan, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Logan Helton from Alliance Motorsports bringing it home in third place. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go through our results here tonight. We talked to our top three. Rick Seabrands winning his first race of the season. 6 races, 6 different winners. Can the trend continue next week? I don't know, but hope you all are here with me to find out. Zach Fritsch bringing it home second. Logan Helton third. Cody Ober, solid finish in fourth. James Mayer in fifth. Daniel Holloway sixth. Seventh goes to Randall Cobb. Derek Conley, who won stage 1 and stage 2. Good points night for him. Brings it home in 8th. 9th place, Gabe Butler. Sean Stevens rounding out your top 10. Eric Laurie 11th. 12th goes to Adam Evans. Mark Vega. Mark Mann 13th and 14th. Hunter Reynolds in 15th. Tyler Miller in 16th. 17th goes to Robert Duvendak. Jimmy Reynolds in 18th spot. As we go to the next few drivers, 19th is Les Levy, Peter DeBorgia 20th, 21st Rodney Cobb, Sean McCarrick 22nd, Dave Hunt 23rd, 24th goes to Casey Gilchrist, David Overstreet, the first car 1 lap down, 25th, Jeffrey Crosby, never giving up, hanging at the back of the pack in a very desperate situation, and then the race kind of came to him. He's going to end up in 26th. Sean McCara 27th, Dan Harrington 28th, 29th goes to Andy Brigante, Josh Milam 30th, Travis Elliott 31st, Will Weber 32nd, Bob Lacavera 33rd, David Booth 34th, and Robert Payne, the first car out of the race, is 35th. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for joining me here tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the show. I know that was a heck of a one to watch. I hope you guys tune in not only on Wednesday night as we pick up the Grand National Series for the first time this season, as they are in to race number 6 as well, but also join me tomorrow night as I am doing the DOB 410 Knoxville Nationals preliminary night number 2. And then following Wednesday night, I will pick up Thursday's DOB 410 Knoxville National Championship night. That is a big, big race. I hope y'all will join me for that one for some down and dirty racing at Knoxville. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I know that was a heck of a Talladega race for sure. So until I see you all next Monday night, hope to see you all on Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So until then, guys, y'all stay safe, have a good night, and enjoy going to bed here tonight. Thank you so much.
Warning, the following stunts are performed by idiots or under the supervision of stupider idiots. If you attempt to reenact any of these idiotic stunts you will see, you will be left with idiotic scars. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Alex Green. Welcome to OP Racing.